TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
44 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31.
36 power.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Fournette, a first down carry. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 17, Wilson. This is caught. Watkins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Jaguars.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
The score, Jaguars 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off play action. Spencer. Over the middle, complete. It's Porter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First down, Texans.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Spencer is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, Spencer. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
1st and 10.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On the carry.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
3. Brings up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan.
Complete to.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Taken down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Spencer. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before, because that
rush coming, and he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Spencer. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of the first as that leads to fourth down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. That one good for 33 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A good position to be in here, second and inches. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Darren Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
To throw on second down. Spencer over the middle, complete. It's Ramsey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line.
And the Texans
operating from the gun. Spencer under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 8-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun give to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it.
10 more yards.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On the pickup.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Texans 38-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, that carry just did something significant as well. It pushed him past Jerome Bettis on the NFL all-time rushing list. The Bucs had 13,662.
And not every carry you get in the NFL is going to be open field, right? A place you can make your cuts. You got to get some of those grimy yards, don't you? You got to go inside and run through people, just as Jerome Bettis did. That's what we've seen him do as well.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And a loose football, and the Texans scoop it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. And they're going to hold serve. The defense stops them. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, Spencer. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ramsey. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, Spencer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
To number 34. A 7-yard pickup.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On 1st down, Spencer. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give the this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Down at the 26. A gain of 12. First down, Texans.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. To throw on 3rd down, Spencer.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
The kick is
and
good.
It's up and good.
Makes the score Jaguars 21. Texans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Back to throw. Spencer. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Williams. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Jaguars.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Throwing after the interception. Spencer. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down. Back to throw now on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, Spencer. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Spencer. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Again, it's Fournette. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Watkins the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Again, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught. One-handed grab there, and he's got it for the touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? What are they worried about? Do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 20.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson flushed out right, and now he's going to use his legs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st down, Ramsey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start. Boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And it's a Jacksonville touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. And he's able to put it through.
Jaguars 42, Texans 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville D. On 3rd down. Spencer. And now here is another interception. picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what are you doing when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it. Unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 2nd down now, it's Jordan. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Jordan. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Jordan. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down, Houston.
He's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
49.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Will Lutz set
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, Ramsey. And he stopped immediately there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he will bring it out past, look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. And this one is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Wilson. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On first down, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Darren Lee picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
Man, that was way
Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown, Houston.
A big play there. With his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans get a bit closer. And he knocks it through. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week.